Established in 2004, Restorative Solutions was one of the original campaigners for the adoption of restorative justice in England and Wales, and its work has been pivotal in getting restorative justice widely accepted today. The not-for-profit organisation delivers practical and effective restorative approaches in all aspects of conflict. It is one of the leading restorative justice training, facilitation and service providers working in the criminal justice system.
Restorative Solutions is a community interest company, in essence a not-for-profit organisation, established by Sir Charles Pollard and Nigel Wiskin, with the purpose of informing and influencing senior policymakers, government and other decision takers in the public sector around the benefits and value of restorative justice. We offer a whole range of elite restorative services, which includes training, development, project implementation and support, mentoring for offenders and victims, and, where appropriate, directly commissioned restorative interventions on behalf of agencies. A restorative approach is a very smart and effective problem-solving tool. A good example is where it's been used in schools as part of an anti-bullying campaign, where the bullier is brought face to face with the person that they've harmed and has to answer the consequences of their actions.
At Restorative Solutions, we believe that the restorative approach works. It helps those who have been wronged to move on, and those who have committed an offence to appreciate the impact of their actions and stop offending.
Restorative justice is the term we use for treating a crime not just as an offence against the law, but as a conflict between two people. The person who's been harmed, the victim, and the person who's done the damage, the offender. I set up Restorative Solutions with colleagues because whilst we've been campaigning for quite a long time, we realised that what we really needed to do was to set up restorative justice schemes on the ground and see if they worked. And they do. The main thing we deliver is training of other organisations within criminal justice, such as the police, prisons and probation. But we also do another very important thing. We design new applications of restorative justice, and we've been very successful in doing that for working with local communities.
Disagreements can happen in any area of society, and restorative approaches can be implemented to defuse situations that could otherwise escalate into larger incidents. As well as mentoring criminals in prison and young offender institutions, Restorative Solutions also collaborates with organisations, volunteers and frontline workers who are looking for successful, cost-effective ways to reduce conflict, disputes, antisocial behaviour, bullying, crime and reoffending. These include working with community police teams and social housing providers to tackle antisocial behaviour and neighbourhood conflicts.
Restorative approaches can help neighbourhoods because they can bring people together who live in that local community to discuss the issues that are going on. For example, low-level antisocial behaviour such as parking issues or noise disturbances or people playing football on the street, things that might seem quite minor, but actually when you're living with it, it can really get to people. So actually bringing people together to talk about it can look at trying to resolve the conflict and prevent things from escalating in the future. Restorative approaches has been really successful, and the way that we measure success is from speaking to people that have been through the process and getting feedback from them. So we speak to both the person that's been harmed as well as the person that's caused the harm. The feedback that we get from people that have been harmed is that being given the opportunity to sit down in a safe environment with a trained facilitator and let the person that's caused the harm know how they've been impacted allows people to feel that they can get some closure and move on from what's happened. For those people that have caused the harm, quite often they don't realise the impact or the consequences of what they've done. So sitting down again in that safe environment allows them to understand what they've done and the impact that it's had, and hopefully it reduces the chance of them doing something similar in the future.
At Restorative Solutions, our projects are innovative and groundbreaking. Our people are hugely experienced in designing, developing and implementing restorative approaches in any situation. We're ready to deliver an elite restorative service for you, or to help you explore and introduce new ways of working together. For more information, please visit restaurativesolutions.org.uk. Send an email or phone 01772 842 109. Restorative Solutions, reducing harm, resolving conflict.